Hello kids, I'm back again with my new video and this is class 7, chapter 4, civics, and this is growing up as boys and girls. Being a boy or girl is an important part of one identity. The society we grow up in teaches us what kind of behavior is acceptable for girls and boys, what boys and girls can or cannot do. We often grow up thinking that these things are exactly same everywhere. But do all the society look at boys and girls in the same way? We'll try to figure out the answers in this chapter. Growing up in Samau in 1920. The Samoan Islands are a part of large group of small islands in southern part of Pacific Ocean. In 1920, according to the research report of Samoan Society, children do not go to school. They learn many things such as how to take care of the children or do household work from older children and from adults. Fishing was a very important activity on the island. Young people therefore learned to undertake long fishing exp- uh, expedition, but they learn these things at different point in their childhood. As soon as the babies would walk, their mothers or other adult no longer looked at them. Older children, often as young as 5 years old, took over the responsibility. Both boys and girls look after this younger sibling, but at the same time boy was about 9 years old. He joined the older boys in learning outdoor jobs just like fishing, planting coconuts. Girl had to continue looking after small children or do errands for adults till they were teenagers. But once they became teenagers, they had much more freedoms. After the age of 14 or so, the girls also went on fishing trips, worked in plantation, learned how to weave basket. Cooking was done in special project cooking houses where boys were supposed to do most of the work while girls helped with presentation. Growing up male in Madhya Pradesh in 1960. The following is adapted from the account of experience of being in a small town in Madhya Pradesh in 1960. From class 6 onward, boys and girls went to separate school. Girls' school was designed very differently from boys' school. They have certain courtyard where they played in total seclusions and safety from outside world. The boys' school has no such courtyards, and our playground was just a big space attached to the school. Every evening, one school was over, the boys watched as hundred of schoolgirls crowd the narrow street. As these girls walked on the street, they looked so purposely. This was unlike the boy who used the street as place to stand around idling to play or try out tricks with their bicycle. For the girls, the street was simply a place to get straight home. The girl always went in a group, perhaps because they also carried fears of being teased or attacked. After reading the two examples above, we realize that there are many different ways of growing up. Often we think that there is only one way in which children grow up. This is because we are most of the familiar with our own experience. If we talk of elders in a family, we'll see that their childhoods were probably very different from ours. We also realize that the society make clear distinction between boys and girls. They began a very they begin from a very young age. We are, for example, given different toys to play with. Boys are usually given cars to play with, girls are given dolls. Both the toys can be a lot of fun to play with. Why girls are then given dolls and boys cars? Toy became a way of telling children that they'll have different future. And next I'll continue further. Thank you.